Greetings, everyone. So, who didn't know about me until Saul came up here? See? Yeah, I have to tell you a story. Thank you, Saul.
No problem.
10 years ago, who had an iPhone? The first one came out. 2006, Twitter was born. I had a son, he's 10 now. I date these things. I looked back at the last 10 years. 10 years ago, the space where the Rittenhouse building is today and where Looker is was just getting under construction. Next Space did not exist. Let's see, what else didn't exist? The New Tech Meetup hadn't started yet. So many things that started so many things didn't exist. And people thought I was very foolish because I had a dream. I had a dream that I could choose to live in Santa Cruz. I came here in 2001, or 2000 actually, I can't remember, 2000, and I chose to live in Santa Cruz. I chose it very intentionally, and I chose to create a business here, and I chose to raise my family here, and I chose not to get a job in tech over the hill. And it was a very intentional choice. My husband worked over the hill, and it was like, there's no way, and I didn't even know about the landslides that could happen like now, but it was just, there was no way I was gonna put my children and me on the other side of that hill. And I believed in Santa Cruz, and I believed that there was a specialness here, and that what I found after living in 5 different cities about Santa Cruz is it's a very intentional city. People don't end up here, by and large. They choose to be here. And if you did end up here, you have to choose. You have to figure out how to stay, because it's not inexpensive. It's not easy to make a living to pay the rent or the mortgage where you live. And so you've made a lot of choices and a lot of sacrifices to be here. And so everything that Drew said is just like, I mean, first of all, I want to like vote for you for office. So there's that. But what I do believe is that we do have to choose. We choose the city we live in, and we have to choose to support it. And when you're driving over that hill, you really can't do that. And so that's why I believe so passionately that we had to build a tech ecosystem here. And the Rittenhouse building went up, and I will tell you, I didn't know Lloyd Tabb at that time. I don't think. I might have a couple. Yeah, I don't. Maybe about the time the Rittenhouse was built. But when you look back at your life, it all makes sense. But when you're standing in that moment in 2006, and I read an article in the Good Times that talked about Jeremy Neuner, and where the hell is he tonight? But yeah, I read an article about him. I talked to him, and he goes, "You got to meet Saul." And like it all just started because we met, we talked, we drank a lot of beer, but we didn't. We still drink beer, but we didn't just talk. The thing that was so important about what we did was we did. And that's so much of what we heard Toby talking about, that all of his like 12 Tobyisms. Those are like so many Santa Cruz-isms, right? It's like, you know, all talk, no action doesn't get you anywhere. And so what are you gonna do? What are you doing in your life right now that's getting you to where you wanna be? What are you doing that's getting Santa Cruz to where you want it to be? Because it doesn't get there without you. Like, you have to believe that we're gonna get there. I talked a long time about Santa Cruz being my startup, and it wasn't just mine, because it's yours. It's every one of yours. This is our startup, collectively. And so the way a startup works is you have to do. You can't just sit around and wait for somebody else to figure out how to ship the product or how to get the thing done. You have to figure out what is your place, what is your role, what are you going to do to make Santa Cruz succeed so that we can afford to live here, so that we can afford to invest in the infrastructure, get a rail trail, and all the other things that we need to do to make this an exciting, vibrant city. So it's up to you to design your future, and I'm really excited that you're all here tonight, because an event like this can be a catalyst for you. So where you are in your life at this moment, think about where you want to go and figure out what the next step in the pathway is for you. So, thank you.
Thank you, Margaret.